Hi there folks, welcome to another video by the brilliant expat Taffy. Now, as you can see from the title, NASA Morons Daily, and again you can see the moron today is none other than CLERIC 58, and as you can see in brackets, 30 slack. And proof of that will be shown in future videos. We are halfway to what the brilliant expat Taffy has been trying to get for well over a year, and that's an amicable debate between the brilliant expat Taffy and NASA's nutcases. An amicable debate, video for video, discussing the photos one by one, where the brilliant expat Taffy puts his case that the photos are fake and expect any one of the shills to make a video giving their reasons that the photo is genuine. We are halfway there because I've got CLERIC hooked. I've already got him hooked, folks. He's responding to a video of mine, trying to prove that the brilliant expat Taffy is wrong and NASA's photos and videos are genuine. But we're only halfway there because he still hasn't got the balls to show his face and reveal his true identity. Okay folks, now if you watch my last video, you will see the brilliant expat Taffy debunked a movie that NASA claimed was a genuine movie by the Apollo 15 crew on the moon in the early 70s. But the brilliant expat Taffy has just debunked that video and proven it was fake 100% and was made here on the Earth in the last 2 years, folks. Now folks, when we uploaded that video by the brilliant expat Taffy debunking NASA's Apollo 15 movie, it was 2 days before we got a single comment from the NASA nutters. That's because they were so taken back by the evidence, they needed time to gather their thoughts and try to build up a defense. And the first one to try to take up the challenge was none other than a NASA shill, CLERIC 58. Now folks, that Apollo 15 ladder descent movie by NASA was proven by the brilliant expat Taffy to be CGI for 2 reasons. One, the astronauts' aerial kept appearing, disappearing, appearing, disappearing, and another thing, it was not made with an Apollo 15 lens. Whoever faked that movie used a lem photo from another mission, either just from 17 or from 16 or from a combination of the both. Parts of the video made with a 16 lem and parts made with a 17 lem. And you'll see the evidence coming up in the next couple of photos. There you are folks, there's the first thing to notice about this astronaut coming down the ladder. He's got no aerial. Now how can he communicate without an aerial? Okay, here's the next one, the next clipping. He's turned round and as you can see, quite clearly, he's got an aerial now. Where did it come from? Yes, here's another clip from that Dave on the ladder, and as you can see, just behind the ladder side, you can see he's got an aerial. And here you are, here's Dave. He's now standing on the lunar surface. He's not on the ladder anymore, he's on the lunar surface, and as you can see, he's got no aerial again. What happened to it, folks? And here's that photo brightened up for you to really see. He's got no aerial at all. Yes, there it is, folks. As you can see, no aerial, but WTF. What the hell is that sticking up off the bottom of the ladder? Now that's the big question. Okay, here's the next one, the next clipping. He's turned round and as you can see, quite clearly, he's got an aerial now. Where did it come from? Yes, here's another clip from that Dave on the ladder, and as you can see, just behind the ladder side, you can see he's got an aerial. And here you are, here's Dave. He's now standing on the lunar surface. He's not on the ladder anymore, he's on the lunar surface, and as you can see, he's got no aerial again. What happened to it, folks? And here's that photo brightened up for you to really see. He's got no aerial at all. Yes, there it is, folks. As you can see, no aerial, but WTF. What the hell is that sticking up
off the bottom of the ladder? Now that's the big question.
Now folks, despite that video being up for 1 week now, we still haven't had one comment from these NASA nutcases on what happened to the aerials. I'm surprised we haven't got that idiot CLERIC stating, I can see the aerial. Same as he said with a Buzz Aldrin photo that I showed him had no aerial. But none of them have commented, folks. They know they can't dispute that. But what we have had comments on is the hook.
And here it is, folks. After studying all the LEM photos that I had on my computer, there was only one I could find showing the hook, and that is this photo here. Yes folks, this photo here, AS17-134-20480, and as you can see, it's been photoshopped. Something the moron CLERIC say cannot be, because Photoshop was not out in the early 70s. Well, the twat who used to speak through his Astrobrand always used to say that, and he's gone, folks. Now, looking at this photo, the first thing you must ask is, whoever's faking this Apollo 15 movie, why are they doing it using an Apollo 17 LEM? And here you are, folks. Here's a close cropped section of that photo showing the hook facing upwards. Now folks, when I questioned that idiot CLERIC and asked him why would they fit an inverted hook on the ladder, he must have been very observant, because he came back with they put it on there to hang a bag on, which you can see is the case here. Now why would they put an upside down hook to hang a bag on? But let's take a look at some more photos, shall we? Excuse me, CLERIC. Here's another Apollo 17 LEM photo. AS17-140-2137. Oh, and as you can see from this one, CLERIC Slack, there is no inverted hook on the ladder, and there is no bag hanging from a non-existent hook. So what have you got to say about that, CLERIC? Okay, CLERIC, here's that Apollo 17 LEM again, the one that hasn't got the hook. I'll show you here why it hasn't got the hook and why it hasn't got a bag on it. Take a look at the next photo coming up. Here you are, CLERIC. Here's why there's no bag on a hook on the ladder. It's because the bag is in amongst the Mesa gear. So there you are, CLERIC. Somewhere you didn't have the brains to look. It's among the Mesa gear and not on a hook. So there you are, CLERIC. Something that you're too thick to explain. It's another photo that's been photoshopped again.
Now folks, take a look at these next two photos coming up.
Okay folks, take a look here now. Here's that Apollo 17 LEM, AS17-140-2137. Oh, the one that hasn't got the hook. And look what I'm pointing my arrows to. No bag here on a hook, because it's over here if you take a look. And here we are now folks, same type of cropping but for an Apollo 15 LEM. AS15-87-11796. Definitely no bag on a hook, because it's over here if you take a look. Okay folks, you've now seen some examples of the Apollo 15 LEM on the ladder, and you've seen examples of Apollo 17 LEMs with the ladder and the hook. What we'll do now is take a look at some Apollo 16 photos. Okay, we'll start off with this one here, AS16-107-17436. And as you can see, it's been photoshopped. Something that the idiot Joan Evans and CLERIC and Bertie Slack states it can't be, because it wasn't, Photoshop wasn't out in the 70s. But there's the data. Now here's that photo, cropped and brightened, to give all of you a look and see if any of you can spot a hook. Studying it carefully, there may be a hook, but the bag is down below if you just take a look. Okay, we're going to take a look at another Apollo 16 LEM now, AS16-116-18579. Let's take a look at this one, shall we? something I've done here that Joan Evans will never do. I've brightened it up to make it better for you. Brightened it up for you to see. No bag on a hook, so where can it be? Pretty obvious, folks. If you just take a look, it's over there on the left, and it's not on a hook.
Okay folks, now let's have a recap on what we've seen so far, shall we? You've seen an Apollo 15 LEM that's got no hook whatsoever. Okay? You've seen an Apollo 16 LEM that's got a hook, and you've seen an Apollo 17 LEM that's got a hook. So whoever faked that Apollo 15 movie, they must have faked it using either a photo from Apollo 16 or a photo from Apollo 17. Okay, now another thing you've seen is an Apollo 16 LEM with no hook and an Apollo 16 LEM with a hook. So how did it get there, or how did it get off? And you've seen exactly the same with the Apollo 17. Apollo 17 photo that's got a hook, and an Apollo 17 photo that the LEM has not got a hook. Now, what was the situation? How did a hook come to be there and disappear? It all depends what photo was taken first. If the photo showing the hook was taken before the photo that doesn't have a hook, it means the astronaut would have had to remove it. Now, what I've got here is a little bolt, a nut and bolt 10mm. According to Joan Evans, the hook is a bent piece of metal bolted on the ladder. So here's the bolts they would have to use. Now, how many of you can imagine an astronaut with air-inflated, rubber-padded gloves handling small bolts like this? There's no way they could have taken it off or put it on the moon. So, if it was on the Earth by the NASA technicians, then when you come to the photo of it not on, the only way that could have been achieved is the astronauts removed it. Impossible. Or, if it was not on when the LEM left the Earth, and it was on the moon, then that means the astronauts handled these small bolts and put it on. Now just be realistic. If the technicians on the Earth put the hook on just to hang a bag on, once they took the bag off, why would they want to remove it? Stupid, don't you agree? The only logical explanation for that hook is another purpose. Like I keep on telling you all, everything is done for a reason and a purpose. Nobody does something for nothing. So for that hook to be on there, it was there for a purpose. And as of yet, there is no link telling us what the purpose was. But the brilliant expat Taffy have worked it out, what it was for. And I shall be showing that in a future video. Now folks, I put it to that idiot CLERIC. I said, before we go searching any more photos to find this hook, let's see if you can tell us what it is. What's its purpose? He said, I don't know really, but it could be to hang things on. What a bloody moron.
George of the jungle, strong as he can be. Watch out for that
Ever seen a butcher's hook hanging up? A butcher's hook hangs down. How the hell can you hang anything on an inverted upright hook? Now folks, mark my words, within the next 1 or 2 weeks, you are going to have Joan Evans of Phase 52 coming with a link from NASA showing a description of some item and claiming it to be this hook. They're going to have some data on it. Mark my words, just as they do every time I discover errors in the NASA photos. Watch for a link by NASA before long explaining what this hook is.